Hi, my name is Karen. I am going to show you one interesting game, chess game, which was played by two strong chess players, and at the same time to analyze very interesting openings, the Sicilian defense, alternative way of the Sicilian opening, which I think is very interesting. At the same time, it gives white pieces a pleasant way for the beginning of their middle games. So let's start to analyze that game. E4, C5, knight f3, D6. So this opening is very famous, and generally a lot percentage of chess players play and with white and with black this opening. The main continuation of this opening is d4, which will give white pieces and at the center of black pieces a good chance to play for the win and to have somehow a good chance to win the games. But I want today show you alternative way to continuation with bishop b5. Bishop b5. So the main idea of this move to avoid to doing d4, yes, at the same time to exchange the white piece, the white bishop, and because sometimes in Sicilian, yes, in white have some problem with this white bishop. And in order to be released from this white bishop, it is interesting move, and it's good for white sometimes to change the bishop, white bishop, and to start a good game for c3, d4 at the same time to be released from this white bishop. In this time, yes, after bishop b5, black has a couple of options, yes, to do knight c6, sometimes bishop d7, and knight d7. These three options are acceptable. Just a little bit, I will show you. In that game, black played bishop d7, but I just want to show you a couple of things about knight c6, castle. Now we'll do castle, knight f6, rook e1, for example, e6, c3, bishop e7, d4. So the main idea is c3, d4, and to start to attack. For example, if here a6, pawn a6, now we will have a chance to exchange this bishop and come, for example, queen a4 and try to attack to this pawn. So I think it's okay. It's a good position for white. At the same time, if black will play c3, yes, it's a very somehow famous opening. d4, we're sacrificing this pawn in order to start to attack from the center, yes, with this rook. For example, if bishop e4, bishop g5. And now we are going to take this knight. If bishop c6, yes, we are taking this and d5. Bishop d4, c4. After that, knight c3, knight d4. Now black is up a pawn, but their structure of this pawn at the same time their king is not developed, this bishop is not developed, and it gives white pieces to have a very good chance to play for win. If here will take, we just taking this. Again, the main idea of this, now we can do knight c3, and if goes back, bishop g, now d5, and bishop d7, bishop g5. Again, we have a very good chance to attack to e7 pawn at the same time to have a good structure, good position for our pieces. Bishop b5. In that game, black played bishop d7. Bishop d7, bishop d7, queen d7, and castle. Now, black has two main responses. Now, knight c6 or knight f6. That game played knight f6. I just want to show you a couple of moves, yes, with white, what to do. If now black played knight c6, c3. If knight f6, now look, very interesting moment. If we now will do rook e1, e6, d4, take, and d5. After doing d5, yes, we had to do e5, because if after exchanging this, black will have a good position for the knight, and d4 pawn is very weak. So e5, knight d4, knight d2, take, and absolutely equal position. No advantage for white. And as we know, white should play for the advantage from the opening. And because of that, yes, after knight f6, we can sacrifice this pawn again. If takes, if takes here, d5. If knight goes back, then rook e1, knight f6, bishop g5. Again, we are just want to take this knight, and after that, black will have a counter this double pawn. At the same time, again, their king's position very dangerous. After knight c3, knight d4, after exchanging this, white will have a good position, despite the fact that black is pawn now. If now we'll take this d5 again, if knight d5, yes, just we have now two main options. First, rook e1. If goes back, take, knight d5. Now black can do e6, c4. With bishop d6, now we can take this pawn, e6. So now it's somehow pinning at the same time. After, for example, if come here, yes, knight c3, and white will have a good chance to develop their piece and to have a good somehow position. So remember, after knight c6, yes, c3, knight f6, d4, d4. If takes, if black will not take this e4 pawn, yes, so for example, if black played e6, yes, we just can do d5. d5, takes, if goes there, knight c3. Again, their structure of black pieces, yes, these two knight and bishop, is very bad. Now, at this game, yes, black played knight f6. Knight f6, and the best move now, e5. e5 is we are doing in order to, if black will come here, for example, we will take. if takes d4. And so we are just want to break, open the way for our bishop and break through the, this c5 pawn, and then to start to do some significant moves. Yes. For example, if bishop e7, now we can do c4. So it's a good and pleasant position for white. Black took this pawn, knight d5, and queen c7. Actually, the best move now, queen c8, not to let to do d4 white, because after queen c7, white should do, and they did d4, and they open a bishop way for bishop f4. So queen c8, yes, and the right continuation for white, b3, bishop b2, d3, knight or a4, knight a3. For example, if here, yes, bishop b2, here a4, and the main idea is to develop this knight in a3 and then knight c4, and to keep a good position for the knight. Yes, after that f4 to direct all the pieces to attack, start to attack after the middle game. Yes, during the middle game. So queen c7, black did. White did d4, very good move. The main idea to come bishop f4 with the tempo. d4, black played e6. So if black will take this pawn, again, it's somehow is considered as good continuation cd, but now white have a chance to come bishop f4 to start a pinning, yes, this queen, queen e6, and the most important move here, knight a3, in order to start to attack knight c4. It's somehow dangerous for black to take this, because now white has a couple of interesting moves, yes. For example, white can do now queen f3 and then rook b1. Very good move. And after that, queen rook b1. Again, they just at the same time can come just here, and if here, yes, rook b1. And at last, this queen will not have a good position for coming back, but at the same time, white pieces are very strong. Yes, these two knight, bishop, and their king is not developed and hasn't done castle, yes. And this bishop is closed. So knight a3, and then if a6, knight c4. We're just trying to attack to this queen. If queen c5, don't afraid of doing b4. Again, very active move. And again, if takes here, rook b1, we're just opening the line for our rook. Again, we are going to start to pressure on this king. At the same time, this d4 pawn, this b7 pawn is hanging. Okay. So if here, yes, we just taking this. If queen d8, we just can come c3. And then we will take this pawn. Again, it's a good position for white. But this position, black played e6. Again, white come bishop f4. This very. Now white just want to come knight g6, sorry, knight g6. Bishop d6, played black. And now very good move, which in any case will give a white big advantage. Knight a3. Now we are trying to do knight b5, exchange this bishop with the knight, and then doing knight g6. And first, black had to protect b5 square, yes? The only move a6, black did. And now knight c4. Again, the same idea, trying to exchange this bishop. The only move black played, take this knight, bishop a5. Queen c6, knight d6. Knight d6, king e7. Now it's obvious that white position much better, and they should start to win, to attack and to win the game. And this position, first we should concentrate all our pieces to attack. And we see, yes, and now this rook in e1 will stay better, because now in some case we can do d5. Yes, d5 to open a line for this e6 to eliminate this e6 pawn. For example, if d5, yes, if d5, queen d5, bishop f6, and then a winning position. Knight d7, black played bishop g3 and rook d8, and now after rook d8, white will win the game. Knight f5, knight a5, king f8, and bishop d6. And now black had to resign because they had no continuation. At least the queen will be lost. And if king a8, knight g7, checkmate. If black move is their king here, knight e7. So I think this opening is in general very widespread, and if white we want to avoid to do from the beginning d4, yes, bishop b5 is again very good move. Very good move to have a pleasant and good chance to win. Knight f6, e5, take, queen c7, d4. If e6, bishop f4, bishop d6, knight a3. And now at this position, the advantage of white is obvious and it's clear, yes? a6, knight c4. Again, after exchanging this bishop, yes, after exchanging this bishop, the white's advantage is very evident. Bishop e5, bishop e5, queen c6, knight d6, king a7, and rook e1, trying to bring our rook in this line. And now we just can do d5, and in some cases taking this c5, knight d7, just coming back, rook d8, knight f5, and white will win the game. So now if black will go back, yes, again bishop d6 is possible. Again, it will be very difficult to protect. If, for example, yes, knight b6, white can just take this, and it's a winning position for white. Thank you. I just want to show, wanted to show a very interesting game with playing with white pieces, Sicilian opening. Thank you.